It was about time I came back to YouTube, other than with my podcast. It's been a long time with no vlogs and a few months of kind of no posting at all. It's actually been a few rough and tough months, maybe years, but let's stay with 2025. And this is why I wasn't here. I didn't have the strength or the creativity to keep creating for YouTube, which is a time-consuming process, at least in the way I like to do it. This is not to say that now my life is easier, but autumn came and with it I got back creativity and the desire to be here. So here I am. During these months of YouTube, I've come to a place where I've decided that this channel will mostly be in English from now on. So here I am with my first vlog in English. And because all of my vlogs so far have been in Italian, this one may arrive to people that do not know me at all. Therefore, a short, brief presentation is in order. My name is Eleonora. I live in Italy and actually I was born and grew up here, so I'm Italian, even if my surname is often mistaken for a non-Italian one, but it just comes from the very northern part of Italy. I'm a very eclectic person. I'm a multipotentialite, aka Renaissance person, which means that I have many passions, quite a few talents, but also I'm no expert in any subject because I am interested in so many different things that I never get to the tiniest details of any subject. I have too many different things to get my attention to, and also I get bored before I get to the tiniest details. And this way of being, because it's a way of being, it's not something I chose for myself, it's how I am, it's how I work. This way of being allows me to create bridges, to easily find patterns and to find creative solutions to problems, because I can put together information that comes from very different fields and worlds, and that's just magic. And I have come to accept and love this way I am, even if it wasn't supported as a way of being as I grew up, and I also felt wrong because of it growing up until I got to accept it and love it. I grew up in a reality where we were told that we had to choose one path and just stick with it and just go along with it. But this is not who I am, how I work. And the very few times I've tried it in my life, the very few times I've tried to be just one thing or to just do one thing, I ended up depressed. Because really, it's not how I work, and this specialized way of being doesn't work for me. So, I'm a very eclectic person, a multipotentialite, and I've studied many different things in my life. And I find it quite hard to put labels on myself, to describe what I do, who I am, but also any aspect of my life generally. I can say that I am a witch, mostly a forest green witch and hedge witch, but I'm also a yoga teacher, have been for the past 11 years. And I am a women's circles and ceremonies facilitator. I create sacred spaces, I sing and play various instruments, I write poems, prose, and also songs lately. I am in deep communion with the earth and her wisdom, and I've always been quite the spiritual person, very connected to nature, and the word nature for me includes us humans as well. In university, I studied politics, political science, and I graduated with a final dissertation in sociology on the principles of degrowth, so an anti-capitalist dissertation. Nowadays, I work with women in sacred spaces with all things women, so women's bodies, including menstruality, womb work, natural fertility, and women's yoga. But not just bodies, also women's souls and all things nature. I am a lover of magic, a hopeless romantic at heart. I love all things cozy and romance, and fairy lights, candles, books, all of it. I also speak several languages, English being my second language. In uni, I spent 9 months on my Erasmus in Cork, in Ireland. And since I was there 13 years ago and came back, I have never recovered my full Italian. So sometimes when I speak Italian, I just use English words or sentences because I don't know how to say them in my own native language. And at the same time, I don't own the full English language, which is something that I think most bilingual people or polyglots experience. And I also speak French and Spanish, and I also know a lot of words and sentences in many other languages because I'm just passionate about languages. And also I love to learn at least a few things in the languages of the countries I travel to, and also in the languages of the people I meet in my life. Among these other languages, the one that I know a little more of, the one in which I could hold a very, very basic conversation in, is Gaeilge, that is Irish, which I began studying when I lived in Ireland, and then I kept studying it because I just love the language. I love how it sounds, and I love what it awakens in me. I could dive in any of the many things I've mentioned so far, but I would like to know if you have any questions or if you're interested in any of the topics I've touched, because I would love to use your interests and questions to create my upcoming videos here so that I can dive into each specific topic in separate videos with more details. But what is my plan here? My plan is to bring back the vlogs about slow life, seasonal life, coziness, magic. This one was just an introductory video, a new introduction, the opening of this new English chapter for the channel. But from my next video, I want to bring the vlogs back. And I'm always open to suggestions on topics and also to questions I may reply to in my upcoming videos. All of this being said, I've introduced myself, so would you like to introduce yourself in the comments so that we can get to know each other a little better? Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching till the end. And I'll say bye for now and see you soon.